So, welcome to the studio. Welcome back. It is a Tuesday evening. It's nice and dark outside. In January, and I have come to my studio to do some slip casting. So I'm going to use, these are the moulds I'm going to use. I'm just going to do 4 for now, just a little small batch. Just want to make a couple of quick pieces here, and these are the moulds for some handles that I will be using. There you can see the inside of the mould. So it's a 2-part mould. Sorry, like that. And it fits together. These are moulds I made. When did I make these? Maybe a year or 2 ago. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to cast 2 different colours, a pair in each colour. And normally I wouldn't recommend doing that. I'd say, my own edict, I'd say, try and work all in one colour. Because it just gets a bit faffy, but I haven't actually got that much clay left. I'm using Reclaim here, which is basically scraps and trimmings from the slip casting process that I have recycled back into almost fresh slip. So you can see I've not got masses of amount, but I'm pretty sure I have enough in here and of a different colour to fill 2 moulds and make some handles. So I thought I'd use what I've got while I'm waiting for the rest of my clay to arrive. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Get my measuring jug out. I'm going to give this a really good mix. Tip it all out into the jug, tip it back in, sieve it, get it nice and fluid. Get some water first as well. It's just nice to have that on standby. Bit of cleanish water. Okay. Get my trusty mixing stick and sieve. I need both of these sieves actually. Okay, ready to go. see why. Put the sieve there, catch all the little crispy bits. It's a touch tacky, this. I'm just going to add a drop of dispersing agent. So this, as far as I understand it, so this stuff changes the charge of the particles of clay so that they repel each other more, and the clay becomes more fluid without having to actually add water. A very scientific dripstick method here. Perfect. So give that a good mix now. Yeah, so with slip casting it's really important to get the clay right before you start. Otherwise you run into all sorts of issues later on. Working out of buckets like this, it's hard, you know. You spend a lot of time mixing and stuff like that. Better. Just looking at how the clay's dripping off the stick, it's better than it was. Give it a couple of quick turns in the bucket. The thing is with casting slip is the more you mix it, the more fluid it becomes. Really have enough slip to mix mechanically with a whisk or something, so just by hand. Gonna add a cap of water. Half a cup maybe. What's that? So yeah, bit of a faff because this is a recycled clay. It's not perfectly balanced as it would be when it comes out of the factory. But hey ho, it's good to use up your scraps and recycle things. And while I'm waiting on the next batch of fresh clay, it gives me something to work with. It's still a bit thick for my liking. It's better. Okay. Right, that's ready. We'll work with it. Tipping the clay in and out of the buckets like this helps to mix it and get it nice and fluid, which is why I'm doing it incessantly. Second one, okay. Pop him over there for now. Alright, what have we got? Oh yeah, let's go green and purple. That'll be nice. Here's our bucket of purple reclaim that I've made up. I'm just going to give my mixing stick and kidney a quick wash. We'll do the same again. Changing colours, so I don't want to contaminate. This is one reason that it can be a bit of a faff working with several colours all at once. Extra washing up needed, so you've got multiple sets of tools. I have 2 sieves, which saves me a bit of faffing, and several jugs, but the kidney that I like, and my mixing stick, I always use the same ones. Okay. Ooh. Okay, let's see how this slip is. Oh, it feels quite watery. You'll see, you would have seen when I first opened the bucket, the water settled at the top of the slip and the heavier clay particles at the bottom. And so as I'm mixing it now, you see the consistency starting to come together. It's almost melted chocolate-esque. Okay. Same again, I'm going to add a touch of Dispex just to help the fluidity. super scientific here with my measuring. My dipstick. Perfect. Okay. Excuse me. So as you can see, I'm really down to my last little bit of slip, scraping the bucket, but we'll use every last bit. That looks better. That's nice. It's a touch tacky. It feels similar to the other one, which is probably a good thing. Okay, so one more time. Top it up in here. So I know I've got plenty in here to fill up my moulds, so I'm not bothering to measure them. So now I've got more than I need. I'll just put all of it into the jug. Okay, colours mixed. Now, we're going to want these buckets later on. Imminently. Not imminently, but later on we're going to need those. So we'll leave them there. We'll save the sieves. We won't wash the sieves because we'd have to wash them twice if we did. When we empty the moulds, we'll sieve the clay back in. That's the slip largely ready to go. I'll have to give it another quick mix right before I cast the moulds. But for now, we're done with those. Okay. So, what's next? Moulds. These plaster moulds that I've made over my years of potting, and this is what we're going to be working with. So, first thing I want to do is I'm just going to make sure the moulds are free of dust and anything that might have fallen into them, and then I'm going to tie these moulds up in pairs so they don't spill out when we fill them with clay, and then we can get casting. So yeah, let's do this. I'll start with these, tying these up. So yeah, look, you can see a little bit of clay in there. Closing my eyes when I do that. breath. So yeah, have a little look at the two-pot mould. Fit nicely together. So, in pairs, I'm going to grab some cottling string. Some nice coarse string here. I'm just going to get ready to tie these up. This is actually a bit long, but oh well. Tying them up in pairs because it just makes it easier to remember which colour's which. It should be quite easy to tell in this case because using two very different colours, but actually why don't I use rubber bands? Because they break and you have to throw them away, and I don't know, strings, cottling strings, traditional. I like that. It's one little thing worth just doing. Skill I was taught at uni. That sounds better. It's a nicer length. It's better. Okay. The trick is with cottling is to get it really tight without actually tying any knots. You're just tucking under knotted ends. Using the, that's why I use a nice coarse string. God, it's been a while since I've done one of these. Alrighty, last little thing is some little wedges to go in there. Yep, keeps it nice and tight. Okay. Cool. Ready to cast. Okay. Quick check of the moulds, these tall moulds. That's good. Okay. Last one. now, ready to cast. So if you leave slip settling for any period of time, if you leave it standing still, it's going to thicken up, so you need to mix it just before you cast it. Nice mix. Let's go straight in. So I've got my timer ready. And we're going to cast handles first, and then the jugs, or the beakers, or the vessels. Okay. Slips a little bit thick with these. Right up to the top. Good. Okay, so allowing for the time it takes us to empty those moulds when we drain them, we can use one timer for both of these. So it'll take me about as much time as it's taken me to fill those, to faff around. So it'll take me to empty them first later. Ooh, too fast, Casey. Really quick turn. Oh no, dripped a bit. Okay, and timer on. Alright, I'm just going to give this a quick wiggle. Get this settled in the moulds, any air bubbles out. These need a wiggle. So there you have it. Not textbook stuff, using 2 different colours and only doing a couple of moulds at a time, but that's alright. The rest of my slip. Now, just from casting those, I can tell this clay is not really perfectly balanced. It's on the thicker side. So I'll probably shave a minute or 2 off the timer, just by judgment. I'll keep an eye on them. But these need to sit now for 25 minutes to cast to a thickness that I want. These will sit. These are solid casts, so there's no draining out. They'll just sit there for a day or 2 until they're done. Maybe half a day. Can turn them out after that. But once the timer goes off, after 25 minutes, I'll drain the slip, the purple back into the purple jug, the green back into the green jug, and leave these upturned to drip, drain out, and dry before they can be trimmed and left to firm up before being taken out probably tomorrow evening. So yeah, that's going to be another video, I'd imagine. Hope you've enjoyed watching, and thanks for watching, and see you later.